The band in general, we original music, hard rock, southern twist to it.
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah.
Yep.
Just all fun, drinking beer, kind of type music, getting rowdy type deal. I think it was just something that we kind of slapped together. We just went with the groove. I mean, I don't know how. Like every musician will tell you the exact same thing. Like you find a groove or a riff, whatever, you just went with it, and you, right away the lyrics coming up. But basically, the story of the song is about a guy being at the wrong place at the wrong time, like getting married, for one thing, or
Series of events like that.
yeah, a series of events, and you will not hear the whole like the title of the song and then in the song itself. Basically, it's just self-titled, what Ron said, based of series of events.
It's pretty much the music we put together that night, one night, and then Isaac came back about a week or two later with the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much fit. Well, me and JD met in '95, and I was trying to put together a band and couldn't find anybody. And found out James played drums, and he was willing to get together with me. And we tried doing a bunch of covers, couldn't ever get a guitar player to stick around. So we wound up playing originals. And then that was working out pretty good. So it was just a drummer and bass player, and me singing, if you want to call it that. And we went through at least 15 guitar players before Isaac came around. And then we hit it off pretty good. Actually, we started gigging. We were playing Phil's birthday parties, things like that.
Yeah.
But even before Isaac, we were doing a couple gigs, just the two of us. And actually, that was not too bad.
That Halloween party back then was pretty fun.
That was crazy.
Yeah. He and I were out of touch. Just a garage band. Nobody even knew who we were in the first place. He wailed, I flailed. He was rusting, I'm crusting. You know? You know? But after a while, he had to take a break to take care of his family.
Well, Isaac joined.
Oh.
We started getting some gigs, and then I bailed. But my kids were pretty young, and I felt like I was neglecting them. So that was 02.
02, I think, yeah.
That was 2002, so I bailed a minute. Well, anyway, so I'm out of the picture now.
So, 2006, I was talking to a friend of mine, Dan Bain. I was hanging out with him, and he was thinking about getting something going. And then he said, hey, JD plays drums, just like everybody else. Like, way back in the day, I had, like, people asking me left and right. And then, so he hit me up and was like, yeah, we could get something going on. And after a while, and I was working at a convenience store at the time in 2006 graveyard shift, and Isaac came in. I haven't seen him in a while since we split up, you know, so we kind of went on our separate ways for a little bit. So he came in because he heard that I was working at the so-called convenience store at the time, and I told him that me and Dan were, thinking about getting going on. He goes, you got a guitar player. Didn't even ask him or anything. I just told him what was going on. And then he brought over Jared Danny. We called him Long Hair because he had long hair. Yeah, he played bass for us for a while. And then after a while, I mean, we just exploded for a little bit. I mean, people were like, who in the hell is this? Because Dan played banjo. Yeah, on the first original recording that we had before this one at Full Throttle, there was a banjo part in Hookers and Whiskey. So it was pretty cool. So everybody thought it was cool. So right away they hear dueling banjos, whatever.
Played mandolin too.
Yeah. And after a while, then Long Hair left because he thought he had like a better opportunity for another band, but that fell through. So when he left, this is where Ron came back into the picture about almost 4 years ago now. And then, so right away, me and Isaac's like, who are we going to ask? Ron. Worst thing he could do is say no, but we're glad that he didn't say no. And then we had a couple personnel changes after that. Dan left. Yeah. And then Dan left the band. And then Anthony Martinez joined up after he did.
That was just a couple gigs.
Yeah, and then after he left, we've just been a trio ever since. And I think we sound better as a trio. I don't know about three-piece bands, but I think they just rock harder. They get more of a full sound. Like, it's not jumbled up by two guitars. You got just one guitar doing the verse while he's singing, then you do a solo and when he does a solo, then you can hear the bass better just growling. I don't know about three-piece bands. I love them. ZZ Top is like my all-time favorite. Love those guys. This song is based on a true event, basically, that had happened down at Paris's bar. I don't know if I'm allowed to drop any busy things. So, down at Paris's, so we were trying to kind of mix it up, help out, because I know everybody down at Paris's, Vicky and all them. And then I asked her, it's like, hey, if you want to mix things up, instead of having karaoke all the time, maybe do an open mic night. So she says, yeah, we'll give it a shot. So it was working out pretty well for a month until that night. Well, we were getting ready. We had everything set up. So Isaac and Dan, this is before Dan left, and Long Hair, they all went to get something to eat. So I stood over at the bar just to watch over our stuff. So I walked out to my truck to grab a cloth just to wipe the dust off my drum kit. And then when I walked in, I seen this guy in the corner. He had one of our speakers on the stand in one hand and some drunk chick in the other like this. And I'm like this, great, man. A couple of drunken idiots are fucking up our shit, So right away, I went over there, to help out the guy. He goes, well, it's a good thing that I was here and this thing would be crashing against the wall. And I said, yeah, man, that is a good thing.
Right.
And ever since then, he had it in for me. I don't know what he was, because I complimented on the guy. I don't know if he was looking for a thank you, but, I did thank him my own way, but I guess he was steamed over because I didn't say the actual word thank you. It's like, thanks, you know. It's like, yeah, it is a good thing, you know, positive. So he's like, oh, ranting and raving. And then, like, part of the lyrics, I actually said to him, I was like, man, you bitch more than a housewife does. Oh, man, that threw another log in the fire.
Sure.
I told him, you better sit down or I shove this drumstick up your ass, splinter side first.
All right.
And then later on, he went outside to the smoking patio, and then he went outside, and then something happened between he and Dan, and something. So he sucker punched Dan. Right
Really?
away. Yeah, sucker punched him. I don't know what happened. I just barely caught of it. I mean, it was that fast. Like you see something on the corner of your eye, you know, it happened that fast. So I didn't see what was going on. So I was surprised they didn't kick him out at that point yet. So fast forward, he went outside again. He spent outside in the smoking patio, and then he came back in. I was sitting down because we had everything, you know, broken down and torn up at the point. And he came up to me with his hand like this, horizontal. I know you guys can't see this in Radio Land, but these guys can.
Like a handshake. Like a handshake.
Yeah, like a handshake. And then he's like, I would like to apologize, you know, because I've been a jerk or whatever. And I just popped off. You should have done that in the first place. But his action was, the reason why he had his hand like this, elbow to the jaw.
No way.
Yeah, elbow to the jaw, man.
Wow.
I was so pissed at that. So I poked him in the chest, and like half the bar like pushed him out.
Right.
Because like they know, because I'm pretty well known at the bar, and they know my dad or father unit or and whatever. And Isaac was outside talking to him, and then his friend came up, started giving me more static, so they pushed him out.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically we were still kind of steamed up over the situation, and all of a sudden I just started playing like the beginning, like bam 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 on Sucker Punch, and then Isaac kind of joined in, and all of a sudden it just came together. And then we forgot the dude's name. We were going to call the song, name the song on the dude,
like Chad,
and then in parentheses, Sucker Punch and Pussy.
Okay.
But we couldn't remember his name, so we just named the song Sucker Punch and Pussy. It's based on like a bar fight where some dickwad is trying to start a fight, and it just comes up and sucker punches you.
Right.
He's being a pussy about it, you know. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Walking and you're talking your fucking shit. influences?
Well, mine would be like Motley Crue, ZZ Top. Wow. Oh well, like Nirvana. Who else? Primus.
Yeah.
Primus one. Yeah, it was just us. And man, it was like AC/DC.
There was stuff like The Flies. There was a lot of, like you said, the one-hit ones. Good stuff.
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains,
Yeah.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all those guys.
How much they actually influenced us? You know, really, but
He wanted to actually name the band Tennis because we made a lot of racket. See how many beers we could drink before we get on stage?
the last time at Sunshine Studios was rough for me. I barely made it through that one. Wow. Yeah.
I don't know. I would say when we played at the Pixie a couple of years ago, that was pretty cool.
The first time?
Yeah, the first time was just us three.
A good one.
Yeah. Just seeing, like, I think
that was our first time as a three-piece.
Yes. And then I think that has to be like one of the biggest crowds that we played, you know, that I could see being a drummer. You know, sometimes the lights there and you can't even see like 4 rows or whatever, but you just seeing like people just jumping up and down. It was pretty cool. Isaac says otherwise. There was a couple times that like we packed the Senate. I was so like, yeah, I mean, you couldn't get in anymore. You know, yeah, man.
Even Big Daddy's once.
Big Daddy's, yes. I mean,
during the Bell game.
Yeah. You know, I think the memorable, I would say, is that
one of Carl's.
Yeah. That we have that draw that we could bring people to come in and watch us. I think that's like the most memorable thing for me. Like people will, it's like an actual Pueblo event going on. It's like No Through Traffic is playing. Just grab 5-10 of our friends, or maybe our second friend, or just go down there, you know, and just watching that door just fill up, you know, and watch the place kind of fill up. That'd be like the most memorable for me. Yeah. Wow. You know,
most of mine are dead.
I would like to have Hell Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Vinnie Paul, like when I saw them at the Black Sheep was in 2010 on the date of, it was the anniversary date of Dime's death. Yeah, that was like pretty intense, and Vinnie was actually playing. We were sat there up front, and I just love Hell Yeah. You know, I liked him before, but just after seeing him, dude.
Green Day.
Dude.
To play with Green Day?
Oh. Yeah, and who else? Who else would like?
Like a festival?
Yeah.
She would just go on and on.
Yeah, just go on and on.
Get Primus and all our favorites.
How much tape you got
Catch
in there?
AC/DC.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, Volbeat be a good match, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. But that's just like thinking big picture. That'd be awesome to have something like that. But yeah, that's all I could think about right now.
Cool.
I really don't have any live albums. I think I only got one of Pantera on my MP3 player. That's the only one. But I don't know. Once again, ZZ Top on their late Triple X album, like the last half of it is live. Pretty cool.
The only live album I have is a Kiss.
Kiss? Yeah, so I really don't listen to much of live albums unless I'm like really in the mood for it. Because me being a drummer, I gotta listen to the drums like more clearly, so that's why I just prefer studio tracks. Because someday I will learn cover tunes. But right now, it's just all originals. I don't know. That'd be kind of tough.
Like the Hollywood Bowl.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even go to that many
But you know what?
concerts.
The bars are awesome.
Yeah, bars.
Especially when they're packed. People in their face.
Ooh, I think I know. When he said bar, Full Throttle Saloon. I think that'll be the place to do it at right there.
It's scary as hell, though, too. It's nerve-wracking being face-to-face.
Yeah.
That's why I drink before I play.
And I'm lucky I could see, like, far down, like, doing that, but I can only see, like, a few rows up on the drum riser. Which is a good thing, because it makes me think only 5 people only watching me instead of, like, 500, you know? I don't think we even played 500. I think it's, like, probably 2.